man, we've definitely kept in touch over the years, and you're someone that I always continue to check in with on social media and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Always seeing what you're doing, who you're playing for, what's been going on. Always brings me joy to see that you're still playing and still kicking ass, you know? And so for anyone that's listening, Josh Drack is someone that I met early in his life and kind of early in my life too. I used to be a strength and conditioning coach at Grand Canyon University, and Josh was one of my players. And we just formed a really cool relationship together. We became friends pretty quick. Josh, from my perspective, was a very hard worker, very quick to please, meaning that like he was a very good player, worked his ass off, I mean, very mature for his age, physically dominant on the field, even though like smaller than some athletes, much quicker, still very strong. And so he was like the ideal athlete for me as a strength and conditioning coach to work with. And yeah, we just became friends very quickly. And so it's a pleasure for me to be able to create this space with you and get to talk to you and see what's been going on. And so yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate you too. I mean, I feel like we have so many memories, and that was, it was a long time ago, but it doesn't feel that long ago. Just because we've stayed connected, and um, we've kind of seen what each other are up to, even though we're not actually speaking. It's I check up and see what you're up to. So yeah, I mean, I feel like our energy, our like we just I feel like we clicked like right away, and I knew you were someone I could trust. Especially that's my first year in college. And you were someone that was, outside of the quote unquote staff, kind of like that I could really connect with. You
Yeah.
know, Jealous was a tough guy to work, but having
Yeah.
someone to you know joke around with and not always be so like serious with was was sick, especially being a staff member. Like that helped a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was crazy for me too, right? Because it's like, being in that environment, and seeing like, how not only hard you guys were being pushed, but like just how challenging of an environment that was for you guys. You know what I mean? Like the judgment, the confusion. I mean, all of it, dude. It was really hard. And it really was nice. My intention was to be a safe space for all of you guys to like come and be able to vent, dude, because like it was a lot, bro. And you guys didn't know much of what I was dealing with, but it was a lot for me too, you know.
I'm sure.
Yeah, being a part of the staff and having to deal with that, and not agreeing with a way like the way a lot of the things were presented. That was really hard for me, and so it was nice, dude. It was nice to be that space for you guys. It was nice to have that relationship with you guys, dude. You know what I mean? Like you guys would work really hard for me. I don't know. I feel like there's this like idea that, oh, you can't be friends with your like athletes and you can't be friends with your students. And dude, that never made sense to me. That was so crazy to me
Yeah.
because to me it was like, dude, if we're boys, you're going to work harder for me, man. Like,
Yeah.
especially if I present it in that way, and so I don't know. That's how I felt, and it was really cool. I really enjoyed it, man. And like I said, you were fun to work with because I'd just be like, "Hey, dude, go do that," and you'd be like, "I got it, dude. Let's go." It's so sweet,
Yeah.
man. It's
I
sweet.
mean, you gotta understand at that time too, like I was, I played academy before that. I was chasing to be a professional. Like, growing up, I never really planned on going to college. Like that wasn't something that I thought about as a kid was going to play soccer in college. Like I always just, dreamt of taking that step and like being a professional at a young age. And like at that time when I went to GCU, I was 17. I was a kid.
It's crazy.
And going in there, I was like I put so much pressure on myself to do the right things, make sure that like I'm trying to make a name for myself when like I didn't need to put so much pressure on myself, and if I knew what I knew now, like I do think my mental would have been way better and maybe I could have performed better, like who knows? But man, it was man, with Shellis especially, like just felt like I was never good enough for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like it was a confusing time because I was like, I'm kind of your best player, and you're kind of shitting on me every day.
Yeah. That wasn't only you, bro. That was pretty much everyone, dude. No one could
Yeah,
really
no, it's crazy.
no one could really do right, man. Radia got it bad, man. Man, there's so many players that dude, we had a legit team too, bro. Like we had some good players, man. You know what I
We
mean? Like we
did.
really did.
We had a
Um,
good team with shackles on,
yeah, pretty much.
pretty
Pretty
much.
much. It's crazy to watch, like what that does to a player. Like I learned so much just being in that environment. And again, like if I could change it, I would. At the same time, I learned so much, man. Like just how you can take a player with so much talent and so much skill that at one point believed in themselves and then just turn them into this player that can no longer perform. Right? Like doesn't believe in themselves anymore, can't think when they're on the field, can't perform anymore. Like it was really crazy to witness. I'll never forget the day you came up to me and we were talking outside the gym, and you're like, "Hey, man, I'm thinking of leaving."
Yeah, in the
Um,
spring.
yeah, I remember you came up to me and you're like, "Hey, man, I'm thinking of leaving. Like, what do you think?" And I was like, "Dude, I think you should get out of here." You know what I mean? And I don't know if you expected me to say that, or like what happened, but like, I mean, that's the way it is, dude. It's just like I'm never gonna not gonna be honest with you guys. It's like, dude, you needed to get out of there. You needed to find a nurturing environment where someone not only recognized your skills but nurtured your skills and fostered your skills, dude, and allowed you to express yourself on the field, man. You know what I mean? And gave you the time and energy you deserved. And so, um, I mean, how was that for you, dude? Like when you ended up leaving, like how did all that go for you?
Like the behind the scenes of the process of me telling him and stuff.
No, no, no. Like once you
Oh,
actually left GCU and then you went to like a new college and like what was your experiences like after that? Like give
okay,
me an
yeah,
idea of like how you got to where you are now.
yeah. So after I told Chalice and everything, went in the portal, and then there was a few schools that I set up visits with. Denver was one, which that's who I ended up going with. I had like a few other schools, but when I visited Denver, it was like my first visit, and instantly when I met the coaches, like I felt same feeling. Do you know what I mean? I didn't like with you. I can be myself with these people.
Mm.
I felt like no judgment from them. Like all they really cared about was like developing me as a person, as a man, and the soccer side will follow rather than it being backwards. And we're gonna make you the best soccer player in the world so you can go pro. And it wasn't that. It was, we're gonna challenge you and get the best like out of you as a person. And if you're a good person, then everything else will follow. And I think that mentality has like kept with me, and it's helped me like take a lot of pressure off of performance because I'm not really focusing on the result of winning or being a pro. It was like the process behind it. um so yeah, being at Denver, it was sick. Like we didn't do that well, like, or we did not exceed expectations as we could have. We had a good team as well, like, but it is what it is. But like I grew up so much there, man. Like I think also because at GCU I was still close to home. Like it was in Arizona, and then in Denver it was like I was also gonna be a junior, so it was like time to grow up and lock in. It wasn't like I wasn't locked in before, but it's like all right, almost time to finish. It's almost done, be done with school, so got to lock in with you know trying to get drafted and all that. But obviously they taught me all that, and then fall came, season, and then COVID happened, and COVID really changed my mentality to things. I think a lot of people, it was easy during COVID to be like, we're all locked inside, like I can't do anything, and like a lot of excuses. Whereas like I took COVID, like my goal was to be drafted, and like COVID was like, it was crazy how locked in I was. I was like, this is my time. I somehow, like, my intuition told me that like there were like everyone in my class was not working as hard as me. And so I just need to stay the course. And I was so locked in COVID. It was like a machine. I wake up, go train, had team meeting, go to class, gym, go train, do it all over again every single day. Every single day. And it was like also at that time I wanted to be like more of a leader on the in the at my school and become the captain there too. So I was like, I want to set a good example to my team. I was posting every time I'd be working out just so they can see, like, hold them accountable. Like, if you didn't do your work today, like, you better do it at some point because I did it.
Yeah.
And
I got a question for you based off that.
yeah,
So like, I don't know, like a lot of people, I mean, dude, like obviously I played soccer myself for a long time. We've spoken about this, right? And so like I've been around a lot of players, man, whether I've coached them or whether I played with them. And I've heard so many players, bro, like, oh yeah, man, I really want to make it, dude. I really want to make it. But like their actions and their mentality do not reflect that statement, right? And so like you're telling me about this time in your life where you were like seriously locked in, right? And so my question to you is like, you love soccer. I mean, from what I can see, like more than anything, and that's why you've been working towards it, right? So you have this thing that you love. And so how hard was it for you to actually lock in to that level? Was it hard or was it easy?
it wasn't hard at all because of COVID. I had so much more time to delegate towards my craft. Whereas it's not like, oh, I need to train at this time because I have this and this. Everything was shut down other than school and training. So school was a small part of my day. The rest of the time I was either training, going to play pickup, going to the gym, just like trying to stay as fit as possible. So whenever the combine was, whenever we're allowed to go back to school, I'm the fittest one there. I'm ready to go. Like my form isn't. I'm not trying to catch up my form. Like I'm honestly peaking. And man, it was sick. It was like, ironically, it was like some of the best time of my life. Honestly,
That's sick, dude. That's so
yeah.
cool. Yeah. And it's like the reason I asked you that question, it's really cool to hear your answer. I expected that answer because, like, dude, when you love something, like when you love something, it's easy, bro. It should be easy, right? You don't have to scrape yourself out of bed in the morning to be like, oh, I want to go do this thing that I love, or I want to do this work towards something that I love. And so, to a lot of people that are listening that are like, oh no, I love this thing. I really want this thing. Man, if it doesn't feel easy and if you're not doing it, I would question your why, right? Like what is your why? So maybe you do love this thing, but what is your why? And so my question to you, dude, is what's your why, or what was your why? Is it the same? Has it changed?
Oh, definitely not. I mean, at that time, it was like I loved working hard, but it was also like towards the goal of trying to make it pro and like achieve this goal I had. As like my professional career's gone, and like, to be honest, I've faced a fair bit of adversity, like with unlucky injuries at certain times, and timing's bad, and I'm out the squad now because and that happens. But like now, well, let me backtrack. I know I still love the game to play because I was in an environment that I wasn't playing, and I still like enjoyed training. I still like wanted to play soccer, but it wasn't the right environment for me to really enjoy it. Coming here, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, felt valued, you know, and it wasn't like I didn't feel like backstabbed or anything. Like, it was like a fresh start, and I finally like enjoyed playing soccer again. So like looking back, like throughout my career, now I play like really to like be happy and enjoy, and like there's no more like rat race of like trying to get to this level. Like there are so many circumstances that like who knows, like one one game or another game or 1 year, and if I had a good year and then someone like me, I could have played somewhere else, like, but like my journey has been my journey, and like right now like I'm probably the happiest I've been in my career on a like day-to-day basis, because like my I feel like my day-to-day is like high quality now because of the environment I'm in. Um but yeah, man, it's crazy. Over the years, there was still a point where, first few years I'm like, I need to play good because I want to move up. I want to move up. I want to move up. And I had that hunger. And, things just didn't happen, and that's okay. But I'm still on this path of playing. I'm still like grateful to play. And right now I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to play here. Like, I don't know if you checked out the club, but like the support we have in the community is not normal at this level. Like, look, being able to look forward to Saturday and play like, in front of 6,000 people that love you and are cheering for you and know your name, and like after the games you interact with them and connect with them, and it's like every single game you see their faces. Like, it's such I haven't experienced this in my career yet, and I think that like that community aspect has really changed like how I view like my career, in a sense of like now I value that way more than I did before, because before it was trying to chase a goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's been amazing.
Pretty insane. Like, there's a few things that you said that, like, yeah, I resonate with and come up for me. It's like most people that have never gone down the professional route, let's just stick with soccer. Let's just talk about soccer specifically. Like, don't understand that you can be a great player, but if you're not at the right place at the right time with the right person watching, dude, like, you can just go not to the place that you think you should go. It's just the way it is, dude. Like, there's so many small moments, and a lot of people don't realize that. They just realize, oh, you're a very good player. You're gonna make it, dude. You're gonna go make it to the top. And it's like, it's not the case, bro. Like, there's so many really good players, dude, that never get there.
So many.
Yeah, so many, dude. Whether it's injuries, whether it's again wrong place, wrong time, whatever it is, man. But it's really cool to see the people that, regardless, they keep going, dude, because they love it, man. Like, that's. Do you still keep up with Mitch Garcia? Do you remember Mitch Garcia? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know Mitch Garcia. You train with him sometimes, right? When you go back.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like, I played with Mitch, right? Do you know this?
I remember hearing that.
Okay, cool. Like, here's the ultimate example, dude. The guy is a G, dude. He's an absolute beast, right?
He
Like,
loves it. He
dude,
loves it.
loves it, dude. Loves it, man.
It's literally
And
his life.
it's
It's literally
100%, dude, right? And like, and he was a good player, bro. Really good player, very smart player, right? And he could have played here and played there, but again, what we're talking about, right? And so, but regardless of that, it's really cool to hear like what you're saying, right? Like, where how your why has changed. And again, there is no right or wrong why, right? There's not like a certain why that's going to get you to a place or whatever it is, right? But it's cool to hear how like the community has had like such an effect on you. And so, like, tell me more about. So then you got drafted. So let's go back to there. So you got drafted. Start
Yeah.
there. Then what happened?
Yeah. So got drafted to Galaxy. That was sick. Like there's pictures of me as a 10-year-old wearing a Galaxy Beckham jersey. Like that was my favorite jersey. Like it was crazy. Again, if I got drafted to a different club, who knows? That's the biggest club you can get drafted to. Slim pickings, slim opportunities there. So that was a tough thing. My first year I did very well. Like my first year playing left back as a pro. I play left back now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I had like 3 goals, 9 assists rookie year. First
I
team's
remember
like
watching those goals, dude. Like, get it, kid. I was
yeah,
pumped, bro. I
first
was
team was like,
pumped.
yeah, like maybe next year. So the next year comes, go to preseason with them, everything do well, and they're like, you're gonna play with the second team again. I was like, okay. Um, like 2 weeks into the season, freak play, like sprained my MCL, out for a couple of months. But still, I was still like, I just need to. It's just a couple months. I need to come back strong and perform well. I started banging those free kicks when I came back and everything, and had a good end of the year. Obviously, didn't sign with the first team there, and then um, so that was disappointing. That was I really enjoyed my time there. Um, I really did, and it was cool being around guys like Chicharito. Like it was
Mm.
insane.
Yeah, I'm
It was
sure.
insane. Like
I'm sure. It becomes I mean, so my experience been around like crazy like players that you watch and stuff like that. Like when I was at United, dude, like very quickly it became commonplace. Was it the same for you? Did very quickly it just become like, oh, this is the way it is now, right? Or not?
around them.
Yeah, like very quickly, like for me,
I was always around, nervous around him. I
you
was
were
always,
okay.
no, I was always. He was nice, Like at
Yeah.
the end of preseason, like they had a party and they invited me, and I was just kicking it with
For
Chicharito and
sure,
John.
it's always like, oh my god, that's them. But at the same time, like if you're walking up to them and you're trying to talk to them, it's one thing. But like showing up every day at the ground, training,
Oh
they're
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's
In
just like, bro,
training,
this
it's
is
like
just like this is
yeah,
what it is now. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Yeah. And
yeah.
then like when
It's
you leave, you
insane.
look back and you're like, how did that become just an everyday thing? Like, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of
Mhm.
interesting. So yeah, you're there. Then what happened?
Then I went to Huntsville. It was an interesting situation. And like I had a teammate at Galaxy who was like they signed him to be like an older vet guy for us younger guys, and then he retired after that year and got a job as the sporting director at Huntsville, which was Nashville's second team. And he wanted me to come, and he's like, I can help you like get with the first team. Like I'll do my best. And I didn't feel like I had someone like that with Galaxy, advocating for me really. So I was like, okay, it might be a good opportunity. Went there. It's like he was a different person. He's the big man now. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that was unfortunate. It was like I got there, I went to preseason with the first team. The head coach was like, seemed like he didn't really know who I was. It's like didn't really do much with them. So went to Huntsville. Like it was cool. Like I lived in Alabama. I never thought I would live in Alabama. Um, but like it's a good experience. Like
yeah.
not a, like no one I know can say they lived in Alabama. Like so that was cool. That is like one move I regret, not necessarily regret, but like would change. Like I would have gone elsewhere that year.
Yeah.
But
You didn't feel like you progressed that year or what?
maybe progress not in my career
Hmm.
in a sense of like trajectory wise.
Hmm.
Maybe personally and as a player, I did because of what happened with their like. So that year they drafted a left back as well right after I signed with the second team. And they drafted a left back, Generation Adidas. So he was guaranteed a contract with the first team. So that's another roster spot. They already have three left backs on the first team roster before I even got there because I signed the week before. So I'm like, okay, great. Get there, right? They want him to play left back because they drafted him. So, but my coach at Huntsville really rated me. And he's like, "You're just a good footballer. Like, I'm gonna play you wherever, like wherever I need you. So that was the sick part. I would play the six some games, the 8, 10, 7, 11,
Sick,
everywhere, and that shit
sick.
was fun.
I'm sure, dude. I'm
That shit was
sure.
fun.
That'd make you a better player too, man. Easy.
Yeah,
Make you a much better player. That's cool.
yeah.
Um, so then what, you stayed there for one season and then you left?
One season, they went to Charleston, and that coach at Charleston wanted me to come that year. I went to Huntsville, but I was like, I want to give the MLS, pipeline route another shot
Yeah.
before I go back to USL. And when he called me, it seemed like he really, like, really wanted me on the team. He's um, got there. I was the starter at first, and then it was unfortunate. Like second game, I got hit, and then my kidney kind of burst. Um,
Your kidney kind of burst? What do you mean, bro?
like it didn't like burst, but like there
Okay.
was there was bleeding.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So like I went to the hospital. I had to end up being I was out for like 2 months because I couldn't do anything like physical
Well,
for at least like a month, and then
uh-huh.
for me to get back into like fitness and training, it took like 2 months.
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
but our team was flying. Like at that point, coach seemed like he had moved on. Like I got no opportunities after that.
Yeah. It's kind of
Um,
crazy, bro. Like, this is a very like it's a very common story. It's a very common route, like this idea of like just these little things, man. You know what I mean? Like a little injury here and then a little thing here, and then 2 months turns into 4 months very quickly, bro. And then it's man, there's no rest, man, for the wicked in that sport, dude. It's just like it's challenging, bro. It's super
it's
challenging.
ruthless, but that's why you first number one, you really have to love it,
Mm-hmm.
especially at this level. Like we're not making the millions, we're not making a ton of money, so you really have to love it, right? And another thing is like you got to be so resilient.
Yeah.
You got to be so resilient because we're not on 4 or 5 year contracts. We're on 1, maybe 2 year contracts. So like you gotta it is like you gotta show value quickly
Yeah.
or
And
else
consistently show it.
exactly. And I
Yeah.
felt, the timing of my injury, it was early in the season. 2 months, that's 8 to 10 games. The team solidified.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was only 1.5 games in.
Yeah. And then another 2 months to
Right.
get back to 100%. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And like,
yeah.
it's season over, bro.
Tough, man. So I was like, I'll stick it out.
Yeah.
And the next year, I was really determined to come back and hopefully change his mind in preseason, give me a clean slate. And I was
Yeah.
again locked in off season. Came back, had a really good preseason. All my teammates were like I think right now you're like I would start you. And then like once the season came around, it was like nah. Like in preseason, I was playing a ton, and then once the first game of the season, the real game came, it was like boom, nah. I didn't even play at all. Like, and that happened until I left to Westchester in like May of
That's crazy
2020.
to hear, bro. Like, it's just crazy to hear, man, because it's like I know you as a person and I know you as a player. And not only do I know how like good of a player you are in your like given position, but just your versatility. And so I just feel like if, bro, it's crazy to me that like as a coach, if even if I have someone that I like better at left back, how I'm not playing you, like how you're not getting like a good amount of minutes. It's just like it's super interesting and it's got to be hard. But again, it's a testament to you to like how much you love it and how you continue forward and keep pushing. And so, how'd you end up at Maine?
So interesting, man. So I went to Westchester after Charleston in last May, like because they needed a left back, and Charleston they probably needed to offload some money to bring a new guy in. They made a deal. So I went there. It's kind of like my only option because I hadn't played a ton of games that year and a half.
Mhm.
That was a tough pill to swallow because I was like, damn, I can't even find one team like in the same league as the Charleston.
Mhm.
So I went down to League One, and I was like, all right, I just need to play good, hopefully move up. If I don't, we'll try again. And so, went there. Unfortunately, they were really struggling before I got there. When I got there, it was just it was a tough environment. It was a tough club to be at. Like they shouldn't be a club at all. Like, and they won't next year. But
Yeah.
it was tough. Like we were the last place team the whole year, and like it had to do. Our captain was a fucking ego asshole. our coach had a relationship with the captain prior, so he didn't hold him accountable if he was being a dick. Just it's just a recipe for disaster when when a player feels bigger than everyone,
Yeah, bro.
and
It's just yeah. It's just
toxic as fuck.
unprofessionalism at its greatest, dude.
Yeah, man. Like he
Yeah,
was
it's
just
crazy.
toxic, and it's
It's crazy.
okay. Like you can have a toxic teammate, but like if he's your leader,
Yeah,
your
yeah, it's
captain, it's different dynamic.
yeah.
He feels like he can say or do whatever.
I played on a team like
Um,
that. I played on a team like
yeah,
that before. It was yeah, it was impossible. I mean, again, you can only do so good. Like you said, you're kind of playing with shackles on. You can only do so good.
yeah,
And it's hard to bring the team together in a space like that, right? Impossible, pretty much.
yeah.
Not hard.
And we're losing every game. So
Yeah.
imagine how negative
Yeah. Yeah.
the energy feels,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was living on my own, and I was in New York, far from my family, far from my girlfriend. Not Results are not going our way. Environment's not great. After practice, I would isolate myself all day, right? And it turned into a very dark place
I'm sure.
uh, because at the end of the year, they fired our coach, brought in this new guy who's fucking clueless. Like he's never coached. He's like a businessman that was a director of this youth club in Westchester. Doesn't know how to coach. Comes in, brings all these new guys, fucks off the guys from last year. Basically says like, yeah, like I don't see you as a left back. I see you as more of a winger, but like you're competing with this guy. And then he brings in another winger, and then I'm not playing at all, bro. And I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? Like, how am I not playing on this team now? Right?
That's
And
crazy,
like,
dude.
I think it was like a bit of this guy's ego of like he wanted to have his use his own players
Yeah.
re-recruited,
Yeah.
and I don't think he respected the guys from last year. He didn't know us as people. He's just going off of his assumptions of how we are because of our poor results from the year before. Maybe he thought we're not reliable, we're not good people, we're not this, we're not that. It was already prejudged. It seemed like, um, and that was tough because if he had called us and told us in November, like, hey, if you want to find a new club, you can go ahead and proceed to talk to other clubs. Like, no fault, we'll let you go. Great, you could have told me that, and I wouldn't have come all the way to New York. And I find out then that I'm not in your plans, and now I'm first of all not really. I'm a part of the team, but I don't feel a part of the team. After practice, I'm all by myself all day. Like I didn't really have any like close homies on the team either, so it was like that community part was non-existent. Um, it was
How do you
just
keep pushing, dude? Like, how do you, so you go through these experiences where you know deep down that you're good enough to be playing, not only playing, but like excelling, right? And so you go through like one experience like this after another, and then you're dealing with people that have nowhere near the experience that you have in the game, right? Whether it's a coach or whether it's a captain or whatever it is. How do you not just like give it all up and be like, dude, I'm done with this shit? How do you keep going?
I I almost was, bro. I almost was before I came here. Like because of how late it was. Well, I'll answer your question first. How do I do it?
Yeah.
Um, Dude, I'm not gonna fucking quit, bro. Like,
Why not?
you know, I don't know. I just
What story do you have, man? Like what keeps you going, dude?
I I I just want to keep playing as long as I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just want to keep playing as long as I can. I love the parts of this that have nothing to do with soccer as well. You know,
Yeah.
like fucking laughing with the teammates, kicking it with the teammates. Like, there's a guy on the team that's like similar to you that I feel close with, like a staff member. I talk to him a lot, and um, it was interesting. Uh, so like during that dark time, I was journaling a lot, and a lot of the journaling was dark, but it was factual. I was just writing down my feelings,
Hmm.
and we were talking about journaling on a flight, and I was like, "Do you want to see one of my entries from like 2 months ago?" Like, I'm like, "You only known me for like a month and a half. Like, you want to see one of my? Do you want to see where my mental state was at 2 months ago compared to now?" And I showed him this, and it was like the entry was just like, woke up today, like heart was racing, like I haven't cried yet, but um, I'm feeling shitty. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what's going on, but like, gotta keep strong. Like, an opportunity will come. Um, it was like a dark entry, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he never expected that. Um, and I think that we've become closer because of that. Because I've shown him who I am. I've shown
Of
him
course, dude.
I'm
Of
not afraid to
course.
show you when I'm sad or when I'm not at my best self,
Yeah.
and I felt comfortable because um I felt the energy that I could trust him and tell him, and no judgment.
Yeah.
So that's been sick.
Yeah, it's great, dude. It's just like, I mean, in general, dude, like whether you're talking to one person that you really trust or whether you just meet someone brand new, I mean, the faster you can just be like authentic and vulnerable, the faster you get to the real shit. You know what I mean? And the faster you really make like deep connections like very quick. A lot of people are afraid to do that, and I get that because it's scary. Because you can be judged or you can be misunderstood or whatever the fuck it is. But it's super cool to hear that, you're doing that and just like, hey man, like this is a piece of me that I don't really show many people. So like, you want to check this out, dude?
Yeah,
Because it's like it's bullshit that like people don't think like everyone goes through this. Like it's crazy to me that like there are people that think that, oh no, like not everyone gets upset and not everyone has dark times. And sorry, everyone, bro, everyone does. Doesn't matter who the fuck they are, right? It doesn't matter what they're showing you on Instagram 24/7, right? Like, doesn't matter, dude. Like, everyone's going through it, man, at one point, at multiple points. And the people that can be real about that shit, the people that can be like truly honest about it and share that with people, man, like, not only I feel like you make deeper connections faster, but you're just, I mean, I feel like it's powerful. Like I feel like you become a much more powerful person because like there's no like the fear that you used to have is gone now. You're able to like show all of yourself rather than just parts of yourself. And so there's no more hiding, bro. There's nothing to hide anymore.
yeah.
Um
Ball's kind of in their court at that point.
100%, dude. It's like, hey, bro, this is me. Stay, leave, do what you want,
Up
man.
to you.
Up to you, bro. 100%. Same thing in like intimate relationships. Really hard for people to do this. I get it. I
Mhm.
used to be the same. But like,
Yeah.
I have so many people that I talk to like one on one about life and stuff like that. And they're like, oh man, I wish I could attract someone that loves me and I wish I could like have a partner and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, dude, like you just need to be you long enough, but not like just a little bit of you. You need to be all of you. You need to be the most authentic, like vulnerable you can possibly be. And then eventually you're going to find someone that like wants to be with you through it all instead of like going back and forth and putting on a mask for this person and not showing this person this part of you and all this bullshit. It's like, man, if you can just be you long enough, like you said, ball's in their court, dude. Stay or leave. It's up to you, man.
Mhm.
Um, and so that's the coolest part. And that's how you pretty much get to a point in your life where you're just surrounded by people that not only love you, but actually know you, right? For who you are, every single fucking part of you. Um, so yeah, that's fucking cool. um, and so like so then you don't choose the fucking exit door and doesn't seem like you're planning on doing that anytime fucking soon, which is cool. And I asked you that question not to challenge you, man, but because like so many people choose the fucking exit door, dude. You know what I mean? Like it gets really like you experienced, it gets really tempting to just be
Mhm.
like, hey man, like how about I just give it all up? But ultimately, I mean, what I hear from you is like, I just love it, dude. I just love it. There's nothing else that I want to do. So that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was at a point where the soccer and environment, I felt like it was a dead end. And at that point, like it was late in preseason. A lot of teams' budgets weren't high. Like and our team didn't have a lot of money either. So I was kind of stuck where I can't like forego all this money and just be like I could, but then like it's a tough situation. So I'm
Yeah, it is
like,
a tough situation. Yeah.
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 So I had to, be a little patient. But when this, I had so like my best friend from playing soccer that I met in Huntsville, he plays here. Um, when I told him I'm trying to leave, like he's been telling the staff for a while, like let's try to get him, let's try to get him. They went with someone else. They didn't like him, so then they were like, all right, he's still trying to like leave. And then that's how it all happened. I had a call with the coach, 10-minute call. How you feel about being in a high pressure team? You think that suits you? Hell yeah, brother. All right, sounds good. It was like that, man. It was quick. It was quick. And then the next day, literally like phone call Sunday, contract termination Monday, contract signed Tuesday, fly Wednesday, training Thursday, training Friday, debut Saturday. Hadn't played that whole time.
Insane.
Hectic,
Insane.
bro. And
Insane, dude.
dude, 20
This
minutes
is
in,
nuts.
20 minutes in, it's a corner. I'm on top of the box. They clear it, comes out to me. First time volley, off the ground, in. But they called my boy offside because they thought he was impinging the goalie's eyesight,
Uh,
but he wasn't.
yeah.
But there's no VAR, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
got
saw that.
robbed first
I
20
saw
minutes.
that. I saw that. That's crazy.
10 minutes after that, boom, assist my boy, my best
Nice.
friend.
Nice.
That was my debut. And then like 60th minute, I get a concussion. It was crazy. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Yeah, I went up for a duel and just like landed and my neck went snap back and I was like, whoa,
uh,
like this is crazy.
damn.
But yeah, so after that, I was out for like 2 weeks and then back
Have you
in.
had many concussions in your career?
No, that was my
No.
first one.
Oh, okay. Crazy.
Yeah.
Concussions are weird, dude.
Weird,
It's a
man. I
weird
felt
feeling,
so
bro. It's
weird.
a weird feeling. It's crazy that we call them concussions and like because I feel like because we've like just called them that, like people don't think it's a serious thing, but it's like brain injury, dude. You know what I mean?
Literally.
And like we talk about it like there's
Brain
nothing.
bruise.
Yeah, 100%, dude. It's crazy. It's a weird feeling, man. It's
Yeah.
a weird feeling. All right, sick, dude. So like you come there and you do what you always do, just like light shit up. And so tell me more about the club, dude. Like, what's the actual official name of the club?
The club is called Portland Hearts of Pine.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I mean, it seems like the ethos of the club is like community first and like that's what it's built upon. And it's really cool. Like I feel like we're all a team, like the fans and us. Where like a lot of times you don't feel that connection with like it's really separate.
Yeah.
And
What league are they in?
USL League One, so
Sick.
same as the Westchester team that I was
Cool.
at.
How many people you get at your games?
Like 6,000, man. Every game
That's
sold out.
sick. That's sick, dude. That's
Dude, there's
sick.
like 70,000 people in Portland, Maine, and 6,000 come out to our games, bro.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's so
Isn't it?
cool. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Talk about community. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
And that definitely changes shit. I mean,
for sure.
100%, dude. As a player, bro, like having, man, that's so cool. I don't think I've ever experienced that, man. I mean,
It's changed my
I've
perspective to
played a lot
playing
of
as well.
places. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what if we lose? I'm absolutely gutted we lose, but like I'm more so gutted for like all of them
Yeah.
because
I
I know
experienced, here you go. Keep going.
like because I know they're like if we're playing in a different time zone, like they're staying up to watch our game, a USL League One game. These people are like at a watch party at a bar watching our games. That does not happen.
So is this the first time in your career that you feel like you're not only playing for yourself and your teammates and your coach, but you're also playing for the fans?
This is the first time I've felt really connected to the fans like this,
Gotcha.
for sure,
Gotcha. That's
which is
crazy.
sick. it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool, dude. That's really
Yeah.
cool. I think I've had that experience like once when I was in Scotland. This is crazy. When I was in Scotland, dude, I was at a team called St. Johnson and, like a small town called Perth. And I remember, bro, I remember being out one night at a club and, this like big heavy set white dude comes up to me. It's just like, hey, man, you're the goalkeeper for the reserve team at St. Johnson? I was like, yeah. He's like, check this out. He turns around and he like takes off his shirt and his whole back is just a massive tattoo of the emblem of like St. Johnson. You know what I mean? And he's like, I got you tonight, dude. Let's go. I was just like, all right, bro. I'm not saying no to you, man. Let's go, dude. But it was crazy. It was
That's
like it was a smaller town. I mean, Scotland as well, right? They're insane when it comes to soccer. So smaller town, same kind of thing, right? Like everyone kind of knew you. Everyone was just like massive supporters. I mean, they were in the SPL. At that point, they were in the first division, wanting to go up to the SPL. So that was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I've experienced that once in my life where it was just like epic supporters. They know who you are. They're rooting for you. All that type of stuff is really
Mhm.
cool. It's super special. Um, and so like, how about? I mean, is there anything more you want to talk about soccer wise? Because I want to kind of flip to
Do you have any
personal life.
do you have any do you want anything you want to know?
Not really. I mean, dude, like it's pretty cool. Like, I guess to kind of wrap up the soccer like section of this like conversation, like it's super cool from my perspective. As someone who knew you when you're 17, how old are you now?
Turning 27, bro. In,
What?
in
It's been
September.
10 years, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my God, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So sick. So okay, cool, man. So like it's just really cool, right? So like again, I've been around a lot of players, both in my career and as a coach. And I just really enjoy, like, there are people I'm rooting for, dude. Like, I was always rooting for you, bro. Like, always rooting for you, dude, because it's like the people that I see really love it and really want it. I got so much fucking like respect and love for them. I just want to give it all to them. Like, dude, I really hope you fucking make it because you deserve to fucking make it, right? And so like when you tell me about like your whole like career and like what's been going on and where you've been and stuff like that. Yes, I hear like a lot of like unfortunate events and you got through some dark times and stuff like that. But the coolest fucking thing that I'm hearing from you is just like you're getting to do what you love and you haven't given up on that, man, and you're still doing it and you're receiving something back now that you didn't even know was like there and didn't even know that was possible, right? And it's this feeling of like just like happiness and bliss for the ability to play the game in an environment that actually like sees you and supports you, right? Void of millions of dollars, void of playing next to like the best players in the world or whatever it is, like you're at a place now where you realize that like, yeah, that's cool and that's great, but like this is fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And that's really cool. I'm just so happy and joyful that like you're continuing on your path, you're doing what you love and you're not giving up and you've attracted this space. I have no idea what's going to happen in the future, but I would just encourage you to keep going, dude, because ultimately like you have something that not a lot of people have and what that is the realization of what they love and the willpower to like get it pretty much and like not give up on it. And when I say not a lot of people have that, what I mean is like there's a lot of people that don't know what they love. They really don't. They've never actually, they didn't grow up doing something that they love. And so what happens is they get to a place in their life where whether they start working a 9 to 5 that they don't enjoy, and then there's not enough free time. They don't create enough free time to actually find out what do I actually love, dude? What do I want to do? And then
Mm.
even if they do find what they love, then they have to create time outside of what they're doing making money to give that enough time and energy to start making that their like primary income source and so on and so forth. And so
Yeah.
it's challenging, dude. It's really hard, right? I'm not saying it's not possible. It's 100% possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, again, just a lot of respect for you, a lot of love for you. And I'm just really happy that you're still doing what you love and you've attracted this experience that you're having now at Maine, dude. That's sick. That's
Thanks,
sick.
bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
it
cool,
means a
bro.
lot. It means a
It's really
lot.
cool, dude. It's really fucking cool. And like I said, I'm always just again like watching your clips, dude. I'm just like, get it in, son. Get in, son. Get in. How's your family, bro? I remember seeing your family, dude. coming to the games and stuff like that. They always seemed like super supportive people and like really loving people. I always remember thinking like when I saw them, it was pretty easy to see how you became you. But how they doing?
They're good. So my brother John, who's a year younger, he lives in Japan now, which is sick. It's been a little tough for him,
Yeah.
but he found a girlfriend there. Like he's fully living a life in Japan, which is sick. Um, my mom and dad are the same. Like they're just a little older, but my I mean my siblings. That's the most change, man. Do you remember my siblings? My youngest siblings,
Yes, dude, I do. That was a long time ago though,
dude.
bro. That was a
My
long time ago.
sister, my sister just graduated high school, bro. And then
That's
my brother's
crazy.
gonna be a junior.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And he's playing soccer. He's finally like kind of locked in to training and like he's serious now. He wasn't as serious before.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean it's it's tough. Like I need to do a better job of like connecting with them more often.
Yeah.
Um Obviously with like time difference and stuff, it's 3 hours. But yeah, man. I'm like the farthest point of the United States I could be from them.
Yeah, I know what you
And
mean. I know what that's like.
um yeah, everything's good. They're gonna try to come out next month, which will
Cool.
be sick.
Cool.
I think you would really like it here.
Oh, bro, I'm sure I would, man. I'm sure I would, dude.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
would
I've
really
heard
like
like
it.
really great things about like just like the nature aspect of there and stuff like that, and just how beautiful it is outdoors and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I'm sure I would love it too, man. I'm sure I would love it too. Um,
There's literally a forest behind my apartment that I literally go out there like with no shoes on and just walk.
nice,
It's so sick. I love it.
nice. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's pretty much how I've like built my life now. I spend most of my life outside. Um, and
Dude,
so,
makes you so much happier.
oh, bro, it's the best,
It's
dude.
dude,
The
it's
best.
actually crazy because
Yeah,
when I
it's
was living
insane.
in New York, like it was a city and like where I lived was like there was literally nothing like at all. Like it was a small little village in Westchester, but it's all just like roads and shit. Like
Yeah,
there's no nature.
yeah,
And then this is my first. Actually, I lived in Denver, but like here, like I'm falling like really in love with nature and just like being just it's all being present, man. It's all just like you're not worried about anything else.
yeah.
You're just chilling outside,
Yeah, it's nice to be able to connect to both sides of things, right? Which is like, there's the one perspective of obviously like none of this shit really matters at all. And then there's the other side where it's just like, to my human experience, like, some of these things matter in certain moments and stuff like that. And so I feel like nature is a really beautiful like perspective shifter. Like you see like a massive mountain or you see like big ocean or something like that, like it very quickly just
we
like
are nothing.
yeah,
We're so small, man.
yeah, it very quickly shifts you to the whole thing of like, dude, we're fucking ants on a rock. And here I am worried about the dumbest shit. And which I think
Right?
is like a really important perspective to be able to give ourselves and like to balance out the constant like, oh my God, every moment matters in this life and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's really important to kind of like balance that out with reality, which is like, bro, who knows what's fucking going on, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows, dude? Who knows why we're here? Who knows what we are? Who knows what is happening, bro? I think it's really important to have those
Yeah.
moments of just like, what the fuck is going on? Um, you know, instead of always thinking we know everything and fucking looking at our watch like time matters and all that type of shit. Um, and so, yeah,
Yeah.
nature's
I used
great.
to I used to worry about so many things, man. And I think especially when I was younger, I was more of like a people pleaser and I didn't want people to have a negative feeling towards me.
Yeah, I got that sense.
Um and like yeah, man. And it all came from like insecurities with like not exactly.
Of
Like
course,
I didn't want
of
people to
course.
think like Well, first, I didn't want that. I wanted them to think I was a good player. I didn't want them to think like negatively about me. Like it was all insecurities. And as I've gotten
100%.
older, it's like I I pick and choose like what I want to put my energy towards now. Like if
Yeah.
I if something happens, like I will literally like take a third person point of view and be like, is this worth getting riled up about? Is this worth even thinking about? Or can we let it
Yeah.
just let it be?
Nice to come to a
And
place like it's nice to come to a place within yourself where you realize like, hey man, like I'm actually like a really cool person. Like I actually really do care and I'm doing my best to like really love and I'm just doing my fucking best, dude. And I feel like when you can really come to a place where you realize that you're worthy and you're doing your best, then all that other shit just fucking fades away, bro. And it's like whatever when anyone
uh,
else thinks about you, I don't give a fuck, dude. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I'm doing my best.
I'm doing
What
my
do you like?
best,
What do you?
bro.
I'm already doing my best.
It's like I'm already doing my best, man. You know, and you can hate me, but I love you, dude. You know why? Because that's my
Yeah,
choice, bro. That's my choice, man. I'd rather love
yeah,
you than hate you. So you can do whatever the fuck you want, man.
yeah.
You know. And so life definitely becomes much, much smoother and much more peaceful that way. And it's not as though, you know, you like we always like I always feel that way or anything like that. Yeah, man, I still hit road bumps and I still go left and I still go right, but that's all part of it too, bro.
Yeah, of
But the way I approach
course.
that now is very different. And so um, I have three questions for you that I kind of finish all of these conversations with. So first question is, what personal practice has been the most transformative for you?
Mm, personal practice, just like what I've done.
Up to you, bro. What's
It could be anything.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
could be anything. What's something that you
I
know has really changed your life or made a big impact in your life?
I do think journaling has helped a lot in a sense of I used to journal. Like I used to journal like bullshit, like, but it wasn't like the truth. I was trying to
Hmm.
like make myself feel better, right?
Yeah,
When I would journal, no matter if it was good or bad, it was like I'm letting the emotions out on the paper
yeah,
rather than letting it sit in my head. And I think that really changed a lot for me because it also made me more in tune of like how I'm actually feeling because I'm writing it down,
mhm,
right?
mhm,
And also looking back and reading those sometimes it gives me gratitude of like that time in my life because I wouldn't be in the mental space I am or learned from that experience if it never happened,
mhm.
you know.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
would say that. I would say being more true and honest when I'm journaling to myself.
That's really cool. I didn't know you journaled like that, man. That's awesome. And it's
I
very
don't do it
powerful.
too often. It's
Yeah.
like when I want to, also no pressure thing. It's like when I don't do like I'm gonna journal at this time. If I feel like writing something down, then I'm gonna write something down. If I don't feel like writing anything down, then I'm not gonna write anything down. And I think prior, like before, I didn't enjoy journaling because I felt like I had to do it.
Hmm.
Like I set out a time to do it, and it didn't feel authentic because I'm like, I don't even want to do this,
Yeah. I felt
you
the same
know?
thing like with meditation at one point. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, I have
Mm,
to do it, dude. I have to do it. Like, bro, what the fuck?
yeah.
Um, that's really cool. Um, Next question. How do you stay open and loving when the world can sometimes feel heavy and cruel?
I mean, I would hope someone would treat me that way too,
That's awesome.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And I also, because I've been in such dark places in my head, you never know what people are going through on any given time. I've been seeming totally okay, probably on the outside to my teammates, but I'll go home and just start crying because I just can't deal with what is going on in the present right now. It's so overwhelming. And so, like, honestly, just being an open person to those around you, like, it can really change someone's day. It can change someone's week. It can change their life. Like if they didn't feel like they had anyone to talk to, and you were just sitting there, and you were closed off, that you're not giving you an opportunity. But if you're open and he wants to talk, it's you're able to connect with him. You're able to learn someone's story. You may be helping someone. Like I just feel like I don't know. I don't have any reason to be bad or negative towards someone. I
Yeah,
just don't.
that's beautiful. I feel you for
Because
sure.
if you do something to me, like you won't be a part of my life anymore.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It's a really beautiful
there's no
thing to
payback.
like be able to be like, hey, I love you, but I'm just gonna like stand over here now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So it's cool. Last question. If you could speak to your younger self, what love and wisdom would you like to leave in their hearts?
Well, first I would tell him like enjoy a little more. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Um, like the journey is long. It's gonna be hard. Um, but yeah, don't give up. Like I haven't. You know, never give up. Um, keep believing in yourself, but don't put too much pressure on yourself where it becomes a job and you don't enjoy it.
Yeah,
Because at a young age, I'd be playing like 13 years old in a youth game, and I'll be like, if I don't play good this game, like if I don't play good against these guys, like I can't go pro. I was 13 years old thinking like that, man.
it's
Like,
crazy. That's a lot of
you
pressure to
know,
put on
like,
yourself. Yeah,
exactly.
that's a
So
lot. It's a lot. Well, dude, I'm just so grateful, bro. Like, I'm so happy that like I followed my intuition and like my heart and continue to create these spaces because it's just so beautiful, man. Like to be able to connect with you and to have been able to connect with like so many of my friends that maybe I haven't like intentionally created the space for. Like, yeah, we still connect and we still talk to each other and we message and stuff, but this is a whole nother thing, dude. And so
this is different, man.
yeah, this is just
I
really
feel
nice.
amazing.
Yeah, me too. That's, that's what I tell everyone, bro. It's like, dude, after these conversations, I feel like insanely peaceful, but at the same time, I have so much energy, bro. Like I have so much
I just
energy
want to
right
give you a
now.
big ass hug,
I
bro.
know, bro. I know how to give
I just
you a
want to give
hug
you a big
too.
ass hug.
I will give you a hug too, bro. I love you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah, I love you too, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.